was a wonderful opener, wasn't it? Oh, garage door. So today it's nothing big, nothing fancy, just another day, another episode, a little bit more progress. I don't have a bunch in mind today. I just want to get a bunch. Just want to get some of the little stuff done. I have a ton of little things that I need to knock out. The shifting for it, the yoke conversion, which is we're gonna talk about in a minute. There's just, you know, the steering arms. There's so many little things, and right now my main focus is being the wiring. And with that, as much as I say it's painless, there's just a bunch of little odds and ends that you have to attend to with making sure you have the right plugs and the right pin out for the right years. And it's a really universal kit, being 73 to like 89 or 91 or something like that, because that's what square body years are. So today I have an idea. 1.5 inch socket, big ol' impact. Oh, and I guess a fresh battery will probably help us out, huh? So that's how we're gonna start this off. Hopefully not dropping everything else. Nope, we're just gonna drop everything else, yeah. But while I'm getting the battery ready and the socket ready, make sure if you haven't hit that subscribe button already, make sure you head back and watch the last video if you haven't already, and we'll see you in a second. Everybody has to do it. Damn it! Is this gonna work? I have no idea. Are you kidding me? They said it was 1.5 inches. Yeah, but what happens when the socket doesn't fit in the actual yoke? Oh, come on, guy. I'm gonna have to grind the outside down, maybe? Really? You do me like that? Okay. Guess I'll go sand the outside down a little bit.
Two 2,000 years later.
Okay, so I have like, you know what? Good idea. Okay. One, just one idea. Okay, and then let's make sure it's on full blast. Please work. Ooh. I'm not gonna be able to just hold this in my hand, am I? Fuck. Can you see the steam? That's a spicy boy. That worked. Holy shit. I know, dogs. Does that hurt my fingers? Come on. Come to me. Little bugger. Okay. That washer. And then, what are the chances if I knock the yoke out? Fluid comes out. Probably a lot. How the fuck are you still on there? Next day of this fiasco, and oh boy, it's actually 2 days after that last clip because we had a crazy rainstorm and I was not going to work on that in the rain. Like we saw in the last clip, started to get that pinion nut loose. Actually got the stupid thing off after beating on the yoke for 2 hours, I think, hour and a half with an 8-pound sledgehammer. That's pretty ridiculous. We have the new 1410 here, but before we can go ahead and put that on, we gotta slide back under and pull this damn thing back out. So we left index, pinion nut. I'm actually gonna do this in a different order. We're gonna cheat. And we're gonna go. So we got new nut. Let's see. There's the washer. We have a crush sleeve, but we're not gonna use that. So this is what I'm looking for. We need that, that, that. So technically, that can all stay. I'm gonna grab the creeper, we're gonna drop under there, change this clip up a little bit here, and actually gonna swap the seal, then worry about it, make sure the indexing stays right, blah, 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 blah. I'm rambling now, because I'm not actually sure what I'm about to do. So we'll figure it out together. Better plan. Oh, can't see crap under here, but what we do have is old pinion cleaned up, the old seal off, and this thing was just compare new. I mean, whoops. So one thing we are alleviating, I guess this is the oil sling. I hit it with a hammer. You're not gonna be able to see it on the camera. It has a little crimp right there, and it's not, I'm not trying to put it back on this one. So yeah, it's gonna go in. We're not gonna have that one back spot. So it is what it is. It may get a little dirtier than usual, etc. We go through and wipe this lip down, get it all cleaned up, get this inside lip cleaned out. Any debris I could see, any gross. Got it all cleaned up. Brought some engine oil over. And I'm just gonna set you guys down right there, like that. See if you guys can see this. So, should have used gear oil, but couldn't find any. Loop the end up just a little, so it goes in easier, and then loop the inside up. Up there. Sometimes you get lucky. You can take the old seal and actually give it like a hands, left-handed. Dirt off there. Try. Now. Just like about that. Okay. You're not. That's all good. That's good. Oh boy. Okay. I know most people are gonna be like, well, you can't impact it down like that. Think we're gonna be okay. I counted the threads. We're good there. Should be. Was that guy locked tight? I don't think it was. Okay. 2.5, so we can go a little tighter. That's it. Okay, that's Loctited. That's all that. We're good. That's, yeah. Smacking my head on the fuel cooler. But that's a 1410 yoke. I can throw the straps in and I can actually pull the face of the driveline, slide it in there, and then get a proper drive shaft measurement. Holy crap. But instead of just doing that, a couple more odds and ends before we finish this video out. Little things, nothing big, but just something so it's not just a 1410 yoke swap. Let's get back up, get this junk cleaned up, get all this oil off my hands, and see what we're gonna do up front real fast and keep hitting my head on this fuel cooler. Okay, today's not, you know, a huge video. Obviously we finished actually the 14-bolt yoke swap. A bunch of little other things that I'm gonna jump into and start after I finish the video and edit and everything, but a couple little Rambletron seconds of, I think I'm over the GTO, but I'm not gonna trade it. I'm not gonna sell it. I think we're gonna do some other things with the, oh, and I get whited out by the sun. I think we're gonna do some other things with that drivetrain. But we'll find out about that later time. Just found like half of a water bottle in my yard and I'm throwing it away. Yeah, so like I was saying, Rambletron of, I wanna get this thing done. I wanna slow down on everything else and just kind of focus on this. I keep back and forthing about I wanna slow down on this so I do it right, and I wanna focus on this and just let everything else go for right now. That way it's not a, I don't know, it's not like a half and half battle of me trying to do stuff in the backyard on those trucks or other things behind the scenes to get some stuff ready for some future stuff that's happening in, you know, next coming months. I really want to get my truck running and driving. I miss my truck. I know this thing is just, it's been a long drawn out process. We're going on the 7-month mark, which is crazy. I've never worked on something this long, I don't think. It's actually sunny for once, which makes me want to work on it so much more. There's little things. I mean, we've got to throw the wiring in, make an intake pipe so we can hook the MAF to it. Start it. We have a fuel system. We have everything. Yeah, I got to go through and connect some link arms and do some measuring and make sure this is all square. We still need a front drive shaft, a rear drive shaft, which is part of what we're also going to do today. Like I said, we'll pull that drive shaft apart so we can measure for the rear one. So when my buddy Jason Fleury gets back from King of Hammers, jealous by the way that he's there, we can get this guy to him and get a measure. We'll get him the front of it. Oh, I can barely pick this thing up, it's so heavy. I am not used to 1410 drag shafts. This is some big boy stuff, but this is what I was saying is we're just using this part for now. So we'll pull the front yoke off, toss this stuff, the rest of it, just get a measurement for him new. But instead of just standing here and rambling, I think I want to do a couple little minor things to this. So I'm gonna come over. We're gonna dig in. What have we got in here? Okay, shifter cable. And a dipstick. Why do we have a dipstick? We'll show you in a second. Get some hardware going, get some of this stuff laid out. We'll talk about what we're actually going to jump into for the end of the video, final little bits, before we're actually focusing on starting it. As usual, Precision even provides you. I got leaves on my seat and shit, trying to be all professional, and Okay, so as usual, average Joe builds, average footage, average quality, average talking. It's amazing. And why are we doing this actually? Well, one, I think mine was leaking. And two, this is the actual reason. Downpipe, dipstick, touchy. Passenger side, driver side. See? So with the Duramax, big downpipes, compounds, stuff like that, your dipstick's in the way. A lot of people bend it, a lot of people do crap like that. I opted to grab a new one from Precision Fabrication Plus because that's the smart thing to do. They provided me with everything else for this build so far. Why not continue on that path and just allow them to provide me with more greenness? So pull this old one out real fast, put the new one in. That's one simple thing, and then we're actually going to look at the shifter linkage. But pulling this out is super easy. If I can snake this in there. Whoa, just going up there to the bracket, one nut, pull the quick release, and then we'll show you guys how to get the new ones in. So I'm going to pull the old one like that. Not even gonna try and pretend that thing was... The bolts are easy to get to. You have two bolts on the bell housing. On the new one, you only have the one. The two... The one was easy to get to, and I understand why Robert put the one there. The second one was not so easy because you have to go over the dipstick and... We're gonna grab the hardware, we're gonna grab the dipstick, we're gonna head over to the truck, and we're gonna check out a nice feature left to us by GM from the factory. So place that stuff there, grab the creeper, because I'm not trying to sit in the dirt. Try and catch my breath because that thing caught me. Let's go under here. Let's see if this thing wants to focus in on this at all, but you see that? GM left us a factory click in plastic little plug. Let's see if I can get it out. Oh. To seal the dipstick hole. Not only does this seal the dipstick hole, it also, let's see if I can pull out the old seal because they gave us a new one and I want to put the new one in. Ooh. Also provides a plug for the other side. So we just slide over here. We'll look up there where the old one was and see if I can actually get my hand up here and see this. It's satisfying. Click. Can't come back out. Has a little retainer clip. Grabs driver side dipstick. Now clear for downpipe compoundy goodness. And it'll just come down. Not come down. Just turn and swoop. Something. That's for a long time ago. But like I said, we just pulled out that seal. We're not. Couldn't even see me filming. Stupid. Like I said, pulled out that seal. We'll throw the new seal in. We'll get the new dipstick in. And then we're just going to use one of the provided little studs up there. Can't even see because it's so dark. Yeah, little stud off the bell housing. Just going to go. Instead of talking about it, let's do it. Why does my camera hate me? Why? Why? Of course the sunlight's made out, but yep, we got that open. Maybe I should actually put the dipstick into it. Might be a good idea. Really dig the fancy handle that they put on this one too, instead of the cheap plastic crappy ones. But nice. See? Going easy. Oh, I can't reach. Steps. Oh. I dig it. Next to the glow plug controller. That's why it has that nice little rubber boot on it. Keep it all sealed. Drop down here, and of course my seal is sitting slightly clocked, but I think it's gonna work. Other side sealed up. And that leaves us with a shifter cable, which I'm gonna dive into, but I'm gonna dive into off camera so I can get this edited, get this up. Quickie little video. We'll end it out with me pulling the yoke off this guy just to hammer some wood. Beaten. Good at beaten. I was a 15-year-old boy at one time. So now, like I said, shifter stuff, which at the beginning of the next video you'll see the shifter stuff and how I went over going and installing everything. But like I said, now I gotta edit. I'm behind a little bit, so we're gonna do this stuff. I'm just looking at, I got some of the hardware stuff for the pedal, which we may jump into with the shifter, and then from there it's just wiring, which I've been doing a lot of off camera, just getting everything ready. And yeah, it's painless. Isn't painless. Painless is very not painless. It's involved. It's not that it's super involved. You'll see in the video, it's just they want you to reuse a lot of things, so you have to go through and map some stuff out and make sure other things are the right plugs for the right ears, because it jumps so just so much little stuff. I got the bung that I needed so I can shorten the tie rod so we can actually get the alignment correct, and a lot of little stuff trying to get done behind the scenes so we can actually focus on the big stuff instead of a million little fluff videos. But with that, we're gonna end the fluff video with Average Joe Builds out.